Welcome back to Streamlined Entertainment. This is the second video of the day. We're going to go back to Piers Morgan on how the Osbournes react to Russell Brand. And we know that sometimes they're very outspoken, but they tend to talk the truth and what's on their mind. So let's get straight into the video.
To Piers Morgan Uncensored. The Osbournes are still with me live from their home in Los Angeles. They've got a brilliant new podcast. It's basically the band have got back together. I've listened to the first couple of episodes. Absolutely brilliant, hilarious, sharp, outrageous, funny. All the things you'd expect from the Osbournes. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
Jack.
Sharon.
And I'm the boss, Ozzy.
Osbourne podcast, and we're back after a 5-year hiatus. On the internet, conspiracy theorists are always talking about, there's sex cults in LA. Have you ever been invited to a satanic sex cult?
Never.
I've never f***ing seen one. Have you, Kelly?
I've never even been invited to a sex party, let alone...
I need to go to a happier place.
I feel romantic.
Shut up, Aussie!
Just go to bed, darling.
Do you know what? It's actually brilliant to see the show back. I think they're brilliant. Ozzy Osbourne and his wife. They're so charismatic, should I say, and happy-go-lucky, and I like that. They know how to have fun, and a tight family unit as well.
That right there was an invitation to a sex cult, wasn't it?
Oh, scary.
Let's talk about some stuff that's happening in the news. Russell Brand, obviously, major celebrity figure on both sides of the pond for a long time, now accused of rape and sexual abuse in a big investigation by the Sunday Times and Channel 4 dispatches. Sharon, what do you make of this story? You know Russell Brand.
Yeah, look, being a woman, when I hear these, cases where women have been abused and taken advantage of, I automatically go to the woman's side because I love women, I care about them, and so I'm already on the women's side. But, you want to know details, you want to know everything involved. The only thing I can say about Russell Brand is the two things that I don't like was when he spoke about one of them is a very good friend of ours, Kimberly Stewart, about what he'd done to Kimberly Stewart in front of her father.
Well, I was there. I was actually there,
with Sir Bob Geldof.
Well, I was there.
Oh, you were?
Well, I was there when he boasted about having slept with Kimberly Stewart, and Rod Stewart was there. And Rod Stewart, it was the GQ Awards 2006, and Rod Stewart went up on stage and absolutely took him down. And he called him out, and he said, you do not boast about something when you haven't done it. And Rod afterwards was telling me he was very pleased to have put him in his place, and he said, it was really disgraceful. So I think with Russell Brand, there's always been a lot of embellishment as well as the boasting.
Yeah, it's you just don't do that.
I think with Russell Brand, one of the things in the say 2011 onwards, he got very famous. He also got pretty cocky too. He was in a lot of money, a lot of people liked him. He had a lot of boo for women on his case. And sometimes that goes to your head where sometimes you think you're above the law. But, everything's coming out now. Sometimes people think that they can keep secrets, but sometimes these secrets come out. And then before you know it, it's in the media and your name's on the line. So it's very, very crucial. He has to be careful what he says, and hopefully this will blow over and there won't be any trial or court cases or allegations against him. But like I said, these are early days and we don't know that yet, but it's still early days into what's going on with the allegations. But it is interesting to see what other people actually think of him especially the Osbournes.
To people's families, when that father is in the room, he's done it twice now, and that's the thing that sticks with me. But this situation he's going through right now, I don't know details, so I can't comment.
I mean, Jack,
on
it seems to me we've been through the Me Too times up. A lot of bad people have had their due comeuppance. Some people were unfairly caught up in that and, exonerated. I do believe in due process for everyone in these situations. It seems to me that until you actually have the police look at this properly, it's unfair. I mean, at the moment, he's been cancelled left, right and centre by everybody and everything and vilified and shamed because everyone's assuming every word of the allegations are true, but they remain at the moment allegations.
Yeah, and I was going to say just that. It's we've all known Russell, going on 20 years, and you'd like to sit there and go like, no, that I don't see him. He's done some vulgar, outrageous, crazy things, but you never want to assume that someone and is a friend or an acquaintance is capable of that. But we got to see. We saw it with the Danny Masterson situation. I mean, I was a personal friend of Danny's. Like I'd been to his house. I'd played poker with him. I actually knew some of the victims, and so that story was like, oh my God, this is.
Yeah, I bet. Now it's come on in the open. I think do you know what it really looks like to me? It's like, I think people actually think they don't believe that Russell Brand is innocent. Just by the way people are talking, even the Osbournes, they like him, they spend time with him, but it's just not looking good. I get the feeling they think that he's capable of doing something. This is my feelings on what they've said so far.
It's when you know someone and then they get found guilty, it definitely shakes your foundation because you never know what happens behind closed doors.
Ozzy, let me pivot to something else, which is the American election coming next year could end up being Biden v. Trump again. Biden, at the moment, looking extremely old and frail. Trump, all pumped up, as he normally is, storming away with the Republican nomination. Do you think we may see Donald Trump back in the White House?
Unfortunately, yes. Because, I mean, every time he gets arrested, his popularity rises.
Well, I was saying last night.
I think having him arrested and
it's incredible. I mean,
having him arrested and the mugshots.
Well, it's funny you mentioned
more fuel.
It's funny you mentioned mugshots because I did a bit of research. You'll be pleased to hear before you guys came on, and I was trying to think of has there ever been a more iconic mugshot than Donald Trump's? And look what I found.
Oh.
Ozzy Osbourne in Memphis for, I think it was intoxication in a public place, Ozzy. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think?
Did you pee on the police car?
I peed on the police car and
Ozzy's such a funny guy. He just says what he thinks at the end of the day. He just puts that out there. He puts a smile on my face. Still funny as ever.
Well, I was asleep in the central divide on a freeway, pitch black, and there's all these cars whizzing past, and I thought I need to take a pee.
Not the best
so I
idea.
felt around in the darkness.
Oh,
I felt around in the darkness, and there was a car there. I started to pee, and as soon as I did, this blue light on the top flashed, and it says, "Your ass is going to jail."
And when you did the mugshot, Ozzy, what is it like to do a mugshot?
Well, you stand there, you fight subside.
Can you even remember doing it?
But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Sharon, I want to talk to you.
Oh, my Lord.
Sharon, I want to talk to you about Ashton Kutcher because you were asked who's the rudest celebrity you've ever met, and you suddenly said Ashton Kutcher, but you haven't explained why. So why?
I just before Sharon talks, I like Sharon's because she generally talks the truth, but she's got a clever way of putting things without sort of putting people down or hurting people, but she's very, very honest and true. And I think people respect her word and what she says. Got a lot of respect for Sharon. She's been around a long time at the end of the day, and a great talker as well.
He came on a show I was on, The Talk, and I had to introduce him. So I introduced him, and you know me, I'm terrible with names, and I didn't pronounce his name properly. So in the break, I apologized for not getting his name correct. And he turned around and he said to me, now, let's go back here, because he'd known me for many years. I'd worked on his shows, the whole family had, when we were all at MTV at the same time.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he goes, who are you? What even do you do?
Wow.
What's your thing? And so I looked at him and I just said, you know, you little shit. And so after that, it just stayed with me. And, you know, as I said, he's a dastardly little man.
But it was funny, though, because Mum made that comment, and then the next day it came out that he'd written the letters to the judge, and I think everyone thought it was because Mum knew that. But
Yeah.
you've
No,
done that
I didn't,
interview
no.
like weeks prior.
Yeah.
I did hear that Ashton Kutcher can be a bit arrogant at times, and he wants everyone to know who he is. But look, each to his own at the end of the day, but I'm sure Sharon put him in his place. Great stuff, Sharon.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah, it just coincided at the same time. Yeah.
We're getting to the end of. It's been great to catch up with you guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Ozzy, people are going to ask, are you going to be able to tour again? What's your answer to that?
I'd like to say yes, but I don't know at this point.
How difficult has it been for you as one of the great rock stars this country has ever produced? Certainly one of the great stage artists. How hard has it been not to be able to perform?
Well, it's kind of, it's the only thing I know what to do, really. You know, sometimes I can't live with it, and I can't, but at the same time, I can't live without it, you know. I miss the gigs, I miss the camaraderie, the laughs on the road, the audience especially. But if it's I don't know what to say.
Well, I think let me do the talking.
It's emotional, isn't it, when you see Ozzy at the top of his game, performing, doing what he does best, and something he's passionate about. And obviously he's not been in the best of health over the last few years, but I do hope he has one more last hurrah at the end of the day and do go on the road, which is something he wants to do. And it's inspiring at the end of the day, and I'm sure he will do that.
I just want to say that I think on behalf of everybody who loves music and loves proper rock stars, I think we would all absolutely love to see you back on that stage one more time. I know how much you've missed it. It must be so difficult to have gone through what you've been through. But Ozzy, I've got to say, there have been times in the last few years when I wasn't sure if I would see you for an interview like this again. And I feel so happy to see you there with your family, all together.
Thank you.
I've got to say, you look great, mate. And I know you've been through hell, but I'm
Thank you very
delighted.
much.
I'm delighted the spinal stuff, it seems you've come through that, and the Parkinson's is under control, and you're looking good, and it's great to see you. And it's great, Sharon, I think, for you to see your old man there looking alive and well and kicking well.
You know it, Piers. You know it.
I just wish last night we all got some sleep.
Yeah, last night, by the way, our fire alarm went off 5 times during the night.
And the rest.
And the rest, yeah. So we're all like,
Zombies today.
Why do I get the
off
feeling
every-
things are never calm and quiet in the Osbourne family?
Never.
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 And now we've been joined by the
Never,
only creatures,
ever.
the only creatures madder than their owners are these dogs. But I remember the one that you had on America's Got Talent. Was it Minnie, the dog on AGT?
Minnie.
What a
yes,
fabulous!
yes.
But she was like Sharon, small but very dangerous.
Small and mighty.
Guys, we've run out of time. Thank you, all of you, Jack, Kelly, Sharon,
We love
Ozzy.
you, Piers.
Great to see
God
you,
bless you.
and I hope to see you
Love
in the
you.
flesh soon. You take care. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Good to see Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon and the rest of the family, the kids. in you know, good condition, and I hope this show goes well, and it's good to see them back on mainline TV as well. And look, the show must go on. Do subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Let me what you think of. Let me, you know, tell me what you think of the Osbournes, and anything about Russell Brand that you may want to say. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment, and thanks very much. Take care. Have a lovely evening, or morning, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you. Bye.